What up? This is Rapids. So Jay-Z had a message for the Grammys, and I think it was about time somebody spoke up and called out the Grammys for what they have been doing for decades. It's like it's such a waste of a night the way they put on the Grammys with the lame performers and the lame nominees and the lame winners a lot of times. It's not all the time that they're lame, but you know, when I tuned in, I skimmed through it because I taped it, right? And I was trying to be fair and watch most of it, but there was just a lot of parts I had to skim through because it was just so depressing and boring. Some of the performers and, a lot of the talent a lot of times was very sad, it looks like. So I don't know who lined up these performers for that night, but it's obvious that something is going on behind the scenes to where they need to get some new people involved, because there's no way that a night should be wasted like that. And that's what Jay-Z was calling out. He was calling out the Grammys for their failure to really create an award show that could be exciting for everyone, for the general public. You see, this is similar to me to where kind of like if you go to a bar and there's an open jukebox and there's someone that's hogging up the jukebox playing a lot of bogus songs, because maybe they're playing songs that you never heard of, and each song sounds real boring and never ending and very depressing. And it's like, why would you play this in this environment? Everyone's here to have a good time and you're playing the worst songs you could possibly play. It's like, look, I'm a DJ, so if I see a crowd that's kind of like a wedding crowd or something, you're not going to play the same songs you would at an after set, but that doesn't mean you got to play boring songs. You can play radio-friendly songs, songs that everybody might know. Maybe you'll play like Umbrella by Rihanna. Maybe you'll play, Katy Perry and Juicy J, that one song they got. There's even some Taylor Swift songs you could play. So I'm not saying you just got to play all rap just because. I'm saying you got to play something that's more fun, more, general public, something that the general public can vibe to. I think the Grammys got it wrong. I think what they have is something where you got that person in the bar that's playing the wrong stuff, and they're playing their personal picks. They're playing songs that nobody knows. It's almost like sometimes they're trying to force an artist by giving them an award. It's like, yeah, give them an award and maybe everyone will love them. It's like, to me, it's just not honest. Whoever's involved behind the scenes at the Grammys, they need to get something else going on, because Jay-Z's right by calling them out. Now, what Jay-Z was really calling them out before was for overlooking Beyonce, but he didn't want to say it by name. But that's what I got from it, was he was talking about how Beyonce was up for Album of the Year versus Adele one year. I think it was when she put out her Lemonade album, and they gave the award to Adele. And a lot of people thought that Beyonce should have got the award. And what Jay-Z was saying is basically he wouldn't call her by name, but he said, how are you going to have like all these awards? You got like 14 awards or whatever, for songs and other things. But when it comes to Album of the Year, you just keep getting overlooked. So he's saying make it make sense, basically, and I think it was about time he spoke up, because the Grammys, they thought they had, made it good with the hip hop community when they did the 50 years of hip hop award show. They had it like a couple weeks before the Grammys, where they honored hip hop. And I think that was a real good show, but it's almost like they figured since they gave them that night, they didn't have to do nothing for this night, for the real Grammy Awards, because all they had for the real awards was one rapper, who was Travis Scott, which was an epic performance, actually. I mean, it started off kind of slow, but once he got going, I knew he would turn up, and he sure did. He turned up. It was probably, in my opinion, one of the best performances of the night, but the rest of the performances, I can't even really remember. I mean, it was a lot of boring stuff going on that night. So Jay-Z's right. They do need to get in there and make a better selection about who's being nominated and who's winning, because they're dropping the ball a lot on the Grammys. They're missing a lot of good artists. They're overlooking a lot of artists. They're ignoring a lot of artists. And it's not just a rap thing. It just seems to be like a thing in general. When it comes to popular music, the Grammys is just out of it. They're out of tune. They're not in it. They're not in it to win it. making a lot of poor decisions, in my opinion. And let me know, what do y'all think about the Grammys? Y'all think that they're making horrible decisions like I think? I mean, because I haven't been interested in the Grammys in a long time, and it's still something like Jay-Z said, where you still kind of want to check it out. Like I said, I taped it. I went back and watched it on DVR, but I skimmed through most of it, and it just wasn't that good. But it's still something to where it catches my attention, and I still want to check it out. Just like he said you'll boycott the Grammys, but then you'll go home to the hotel or the hotel and watch it, on TV. You'll still support it because you want to see who's winning, because it really should be a different type of award show. It really should be something to where people can watch it and be anyone should be able to have a good time. The general public should be able to have a good time watching the Grammys. Instead, it's like something very boring. It's like people are all already in a different mood because they make you wear all these tight suits and these bow ties and stuff. So I think that's why Travis Scott started off real slow. He started off kind of slow because that's how the Grammys make you feel. It makes you feel like you want to be sad and stuff like that usually. So they just really need to pick it up at the Grammys and start making it good again. Somebody has to make the Grammys good, just like Jay-Z took over the Super Bowl and he started having Rihanna perform the weekend. I think he had Beyonce up there. He just been really turning up. He has Usher lined up, and he had Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent show up and all them, even Eminem, Mary J. Blige. He had everyone show up, Kendrick Lamar. So Jay-Z has really transformed the Super Bowl from what the Grammys used to be. See, the Super Bowl used to be real lame too for a lot of years until Jay-Z took over. And Jay-Z's trying to make it fun now, and you can see the difference. It's like, how can you complain about what Jay-Z's been doing? I know there are people that are going to complain still, but Jay-Z's been doing a pretty good job, in my opinion, of picking artists that he thinks everyone could like to have a good time. Like I said, it doesn't have to be 50 Cent every year and Dr. Dre every year, because I know not everybody likes rap, but he's still kind of making it fun by putting Rihanna up there and The Weeknd and stuff like that, because that night is supposed to be a big night for the halftime show, and then they were just real lame a lot of years. Now, this is going to be something where you can't please everyone, because I know people want to see a lot of their favorites as well, but how many years are you going to have Aerosmith and U2 playing the Super Bowl? How many years you're going to have YouTube playing the Super Bowl until it gets to where, okay, this is 2024, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at? You had the Rolling Stones and, I know you got to have slots for them too, because you can't just be all biased and, make it cater to just one audience, but you still got to kind of pick something that, that's more in tune with 2024 and what you think music is right now as a whole, And I think that's a skill that I think, people can figure out what's popular. What's a popular artist that we can put up in the Grammys and nominee, make them the nominees instead of putting these sad, depressed artists up there all the time. You know what I'm saying? So Jay-Z had a very good point. And let me know what y'all think about Jay-Z's message to the Grammys. I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah. That's about it. Oh, yeah. Also, they didn't even televise the rap category that night. So Lil Durk was up for award with J. Cole. I don't even know who won that yet. So I'm going to be looking into that and see who won that award to see if Durk got his Grammy or not. Because, they didn't. This was the first year they didn't even bother to televise the rap categories, which was crazy. Well, yeah, what y'all think about Travis Scott performance too? Let me know. Like I said, he turned up at the end of that performance. I thought he did a great job. That's like the only performance I could remember that night, really, to be honest. And I thought it was a pretty epic performance. So that was nice that they at least put Travis Scott up there. That that was a step in the right direction to at least have one decent artist up there. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, that's about it for today. Let me know what y'all think. I got some giveaways in the comment section in the description box. Information's in there. I also got a YouTube channel. If you want to run a monetized YouTube channel, I'm looking for someone to take one over for me. You get paid and everything. Information is in the comment section and description box. So like and subscribe and click that notification bell. This has been Rap Hits. I'm out of here.